Happy to answer them as best I can. It's okay, it's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the latter part of the Cretaceous period, dromaeosaurs ruled the land using their speed, agility, and vicious hunting techniques. Today, we invite the bravest among you to encounter the mightiest theropod of 75 million years ago, the Velociraptor.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Raptor Encounter. My name's Kelly. I am one of the dinosaur handlers here at the park, and you are very brave to be volunteering with us here today. This is the most crucial part of the Raptor program because this is where we get to see how Blue's responding in front of new people, and that is where you come in. You are the new people. She's our favorite to do this with, very intelligent, very empathetic towards all of our guests. Very excited to get out here as well. So we're gonna check, make sure she's okay, get those cameras out. Please keep in mind, Blue is still technically considered a wild animal, all right? So that's gonna mean for you guys to simply don't engage in any sudden movements and don't approach her until you're directed to do so. Follow those rules, you'll be just fine, so don't worry. You're gonna be fine. We've got everything under control here. Right, Vetex? Yes, we do, yes. She cleared all those safety checks, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Vetex, let's open the gates. Eyes on me, girl. That's it, eyes on me. Hold, Blue. Eyes on me. Blue. Hey. Hi, there we go. That's right. Okay. Let's move. There we go. We're moving. Good job, girl. All right. So there's a little disobedience there, but she's following those commands. She's doing so mid-movement. Good signs. Let's go ahead and get started now with our first group of volunteers. Hopefully everybody here signed those liability waivers as well. So yeah, have those cameras out and ready to go. We're gonna have you guys stand right here towards the center. This is the safest place to be throughout the encounter. Notice how they are turning their back to Blue. We're gonna be asking all of you to do this, and I'm gonna explain exactly why in just a moment. So she's clearly noticing new people. You didn't even flinch. That's very impressive. Well done. Once you get that documented, we'll have you safely exit over to the side, and then we'll carry on with our next group of volunteers. So our purposes here at the Raptor Encounter are to study Blue's behavior because we want to learn as much about her as possible, hopefully anticipate how she might respond. She got a little bit closer to the two of you, and it's very likely because of all the bright red you have on. That is a bit of a triggering color here for Blue. As a carnivore, she strongly associates the color red with her food. So just be mindful, if you have that color on your person, she might respond to you a bit differently. And probably a good idea that you kept that dinosaur face away from her, just in case she thought another predator was approaching her territory here. They are incredibly territorial dinosaurs, particularly Blue, because she is the alpha female of her pack. She is essentially the leader of that group, and you're gonna notice that they're not out here with her right now. It'd be very unwise to have more than one adult velociraptor out here at once. And I appreciate your shirt. That is very smart, that shirt. Now watch your step here. There's a little bit of water, not too much, but we don't want anyone slipping and falling into the paddock. There's no guarantee that I'll be able to get you back out in one piece. And notice what they're doing here. We call this the human shield technique, when you stand in between the dinosaur and the rest of your family. Very brave, very selfless. Well done, you three. Steady girl. So she is gonna vocalize, as you've been hearing. That is not necessarily a bad thing. What we're gonna be listening for, oh, right this way. Yeah, make sure you guys aren't too far over to the corner here. That has to do with the territorial nature that we were just talking about. There's obviously an opening over here, so we want you guys to avoid that area as much as you can. That's why our vet techs here are also guiding you towards the center. You do not want Blue thinking you're trying to get in to the paddock. Now that opening is there for safety precautions for me and my vet techs. The reason Blue is not approaching that area, especially when nobody is there, is because she knows that there's a lot of negative consequences. All of these surrounding barriers here can be electrified if need be. Blue is aware of this. We've never had to do it in practice. But that's why we have you guys here. You want to be in her direct line of vision. She wants to know where you are at all times, so that she's not thinking you're trying to sneak up on her. That is her job. That is how she hunts with her sisters. They will sneak up on their prey after doing an ambush attack. Great work, you guys. I gotta say, everyone is remaining very calm. No doubt that is having a positive effect here on Blue. Now, you've got a lot of little things hanging off of your bag there. They look very close to what she likes to eat in terms of size. You see that she's noticing that right now. I'm glad that you're going to be able to walk away with all of those and in one piece. Like I said, as a carnivore, her instinct is going to tell her to always be on the lookout for her next meal. And as it happens, we are made out of the very thing that she needs to eat to survive. That's why we have you do very specific but simple things to help her understand that humans are never going to be considered food for her. You are the ones approaching her, right? You're turning around, you're making yourself more vulnerable, but you're also not engaging in sustained eye contact. Easy, Blue. So might be responding again to that color. That was her hunting call. It's a little early for her to want to be eating so soon, but there we have it. She might be telling us that hunger is setting in a little bit earlier. That hunting call is to her sisters, generally calling them out here for backup. And you see how she's getting a little bit more defensive off to the side as that water is splashing over. Vet techs, I was going to say hold the line, but we actually don't have anyone in the queue right now. This could be good because she might be getting a little aggressive and agitated. So I'm also just going to back up, give her a little bit of space here. Easy, girl. Notice how she's taking this opportunity to inspect the perimeter. Hey, no ma'am. Back it up. Blue, focus. Back it up. There we go. Nice and steady. Slight hesitation there, but I am feeling cautiously optimistic that she did respond. And she's got her attention focused towards the center here with our new guest. Let's go ahead and continue, vet techs. We do want to do so with an abundance of caution. So we're going to continue to have you guys stay towards the center. Definitely continue to have the cameras out and ready to go as well. Everyone's been doing this so far and it's working very well, so I want to make sure that we continue to do that. She is showing us signs that she's feeling hungry, right? And the last thing you're going to want to do in front of a hungry velociraptor there is wait until you're directly in front of her to take anything out of your bag. She might think you're retrieving food for her. Nicely done. Way to stay calm, you guys. Thank you very much. You're all giving her an opportunity to have a positive human interaction. Can't understate how important that is. And it's also not lost on us that there is a lot of bravery that is required to come up here. I've been with Blue, training with her for years, a little over 3 years. Ever since she hatched, I was there that day. So she and I, we've built a lot of trust and mutual respect. Someone like you that's coming up here, meeting her for the first time, not showing any signs of fear, that is a great thing to see and very impressive. Yeah, come on through, you guys. Let's have our next group come on up. And it's going to be probably best at this point to do group documentation. So if you are here with your whole party, having all of you come up together is going to be a little bit safer here. Always safety in numbers. I mentioned that she is a pack hunter, right? And that her sisters aren't out here. That is because we do not want more than one adult velociraptor to coordinate against us. Great job, you guys. So even though we are definitely outnumbering her, and even if her whole pack was out here, we would still outnumber them. There's only 4 of them. Her instinct is still going to tell her that she's going to have to reevaluate how she responds when a group approaches her. Nice and steady. Did we get that? All right. Excellent work, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask those as you reach the front of the paddock. I'm happy to answer them as best I can. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate the fact that you didn't run. That is the correct way to respond to this. Your instinct might tell you to run away. I'm here to tell you that's not going to work out, right? You're not going to outrun her. If she decides to pursue you, she could go over 40 miles per hour. Now, she's never pursued people like that, but you can hear what's happening, right? She's vocalizing a little bit more frequently, so we're going to want to go through this a little bit quicker here. Pick up the pace just a tad. Yes, sir. Did you have a question? Well, that is where I am from, actually. Yes, right this way. Nicely done, you guys. Are you seeing how calm everyone continues to stay? I guarantee you, this is helping Blue to stay calm as well. Nicely done. Welcome, you guys. Nice and easy. You can see that she's got her attention here. The crowd has thinned a bit. Nice and steady, girl. Notice how she's looking around. Every now and then she'll stand up a little bit straighter. What she's doing is she's allowing her height to work to her advantage. Focus. Good. Okay, we got a great response time from her, ladies. Let's have you come on up. We do want to keep this pace going, but I'm happy to say that Blue is actually responding very well right now. Maybe it was a bit of the dip, a little moment for her to reassess, whatever it is, and your continued cooperation, like I said, is going to help to keep her safe here. Again, utilizing that human shield technique, wrapping arms around each other here. You're giving yourself the appearance of being a little bit bigger, more intimidating, without being threatening with that eye contact. This way, you guys. Now, this is Blue's last encounter of the day. So this is going to be your last opportunity to get documentation here if you choose. So last call for that. Well done. Look at the bravery here. You see how she's responding to this too. She's recognizing that sense of confidence and that alpha energy. This right here, if everybody can emulate how confident the two of you were, this would be a fantastic way to go about this. Excellent work, you guys. And especially with some of our very young volunteers like you see right here, sometimes we do see Blue's maternal instinct come out. She does have a very strong maternal instinct. Now her pack mates, the other 3 dinosaurs I was talking about, they're all the same age as her, but she does have 2 younger sisters who are both 6 months of age. And the way she is with them is very similar to what we see with how she is with our young human volunteers. So that's starting to transfer. Look at the way that she's watching, but not even getting closer here. Oh, she did take that step forward. Very nicely done, you guys. That one step forward as opposed to coming closer, especially coming closer quickly. That is the indication there that she's not sensing a threat and was getting protective. She may have barked at you because those claws came out right there. Well done, everybody. Very good. She doesn't always respond to some of those vocal cues. Waving, for instance, that's not a gesture that we've taught her. She sees that exclusively, though, from our guests here. Yeah, right up here. That's perfect. She's had different responses to waving. She's still trying to figure out exactly what that means. She knows it's some sort of greeting because it either happens as soon as you come up or as soon as you leave. But she has different responses to that gesture. Right this way. Excellent. Again, we want to thank all of you today for joining us. Being a part of Blue's training, this has been an overwhelmingly positive day today. Now you guys have bragging rights. You met a velociraptor face to face, and you are living to tell about it. That is the goal here. And I gotta say, we're doing very well with that. I'm noticing that Blue is not getting quite as vocal as before, but she's seeing that shirt, and that is exactly what I was wondering. So in case you didn't catch this earlier, red is a triggering color as a carnivore. So right now she's investigating your shirt just a little bit here. So no sudden movements from you, sir. You'll be perfectly fine. Just stay calm. She's getting a little bit closer because she wants to get a better smell. We are going to go ahead and close the line because while she sees potential food here, we've got actual food waiting for her, as this is the last encounter she will have today. Nicely done. It looks like we only have a couple more groups to go because we're closing that line. Nice job. Continue to have those cameras and be prepared, everyone. Even though we are very close here, the nature of a wild animal is her behavior can change very suddenly, and we're getting a lot of vocalizations from her. She certainly changed that demeanor here. So keep those eyes towards the cameras. There we are. Now, if we can get through this, we'll be able to say we've had another casualty-free day. We are so close. Once you get that documented, we'll have you exit towards the side. Our vet techs here, they're guiding you to the safest place to go. Make sure you're following those guidelines at all times. And this is our last group. I don't want to mean that literally, but you guys seem like you have everything under control so far. Let's have you face the camera. You guys can get that documented. I will watch your back. And I gotta say, an epic way to end this day. Thank you for your participation. Always happy to say no one got eaten today. That text, let's keep it that way. Gates are open. Eyes on Bay Blue. There we go, girl. Back it up. Good job, girl. That's it, Blue. Nice and steady.
We hope you enjoyed your time with our Velociraptor today. Your participation in the Raptor program is vital for the safety and training of our animals. We are thrilled to bring you the planet's most exciting and up-close dinosaur encounters, only here at Jurassic World.